The king of kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king.
Hey guys, Hunter B. Brown here. This is it, guys. This is the one game I've been dying to let's play since I started the series. I haven't touched it since I announced this, which was like almost 3 years ago. This is it, guys. I mean, my heart's beating kind of hard right now. This is, out of all the Metal Gear Solid games, this one is my absolute favorite. You're about to find out why this is one of the few games to ever receive virtually infinite praise. I'm not even exaggerating on that, but I gotta fix something real quick. Why? Alright. And fix the screen there for a second. So here we go, guys. Solid Snake. Now you're probably wondering, how long does this take place after Metal Gear Solid 2? Well, it takes place only a few years after. Look at me. I'm kind of shaking here a little bit, guys, because I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I've got the adrenaline rush growing, I think. Anyway, it's time we start this game. Solid normal. Let the fun begin, guys. I'm gonna have to splice a scene in later on, too. Man, what the hell?
Nice little meal. Keep you on the heart. Good. Filling. Has a nice taste to it. None of today's,
Oh, yeah. And if he says it's filling, you know it's filling. Believe me, he ain't lying. This guy doesn't joke around about his food. Oh, no.
Look at all the flies. I wouldn't eat that shit.
Dead serious. And I'm sure it tastes delicious. It certainly smells fantastic.
Okay, good. I can change the channel.
Been observed walking on 2 arms and imitating a coconut. They're nuts, all right. Now, they mostly feed off of mussels, herring, and crab.
Talking about the
Expensive
octopus.
taste, huh? When they're hungry or in some sort of danger, they haul some serious tail. No, they haul all 8 arms. That's right. And if we're lucky, we may get to see what's called jet propulsion. It's the only time you'll see an octopus go fast. And I mean real fast. Really intelligent creatures. Really... Hey, where'd it go? Yeah.
Is that a torpedo?
I wouldn't recommend keeping these guys as pets. They often find their way out of captivity. Really intelligent creatures.
The hell? Assassin's Creed? It definitely looks like. I mean, there is a costume in here for Assassin's Creed, so... And that reminds me, will I ever play those games? Nah, I'm not really interested in them. You think I would be, but I'm not. Aw, come here, Ninja. Eh? I don't know what that said. But yeah, I'm going to have to splice a scene in later if it doesn't play out. So, gotta remember to do that. But anyway. In the not too distant future, on a tired battlefield, war has become routine. Definitely the least. Started taking place a few years after Metal Gear Solid 2.
War has changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. War and its consumption of life has become a well-oiled machine. War has changed.
Hang on 1 second, guys.
ID tag soldiers carry ID tagged weapons, use ID tag gear. Nanomachines inside their bodies enhance and regulate their abilities. Genetic control, information control, emotion control, battlefield control. Everything is monitored and kept under control. Has changed. The age of deterrence has become the age of control. All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who controls the battlefield controls history.
People are literally fighting for absolutely no reason except to fight.
War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
To make a weapon available for use, ready it by selecting weapons from the menu screen.
See how he was going for that hit move right there? You're about to see. It's about to get crazy. Let's put it that way. Oh, it's already crazy. Look at all.
Stay on the offensive! We need backup! Hit him hard!
What are you doing, Ninja?
What?
Uh-oh. What's that cow doing? Sounds like a bullhorn, actually. Or a bull call. What the hell? Oh, shit!
Head north, and try not to run into any gecko along the way.
Run! See what I mean? I've only got maybe like 30 seconds of gameplay in. It's been like almost 10 minutes of cutscenes. Actually 20 minutes of cutscenes in all actuality. Ew. Those things bleed? What kind of man-made machines are these? Solid snake. Looks like he's in his 70s though. What's happening? I don't know if you got trouble. You're getting caught up. Oh, crap. Not good, not good. There you go. Gotta hurry. Sorry, we need to eat. bunch of watermelons. What the shit? Ooh. See, that's one reason why they wanted to do Metal Gear Solid 3 the way they did, taking place in the 1960s. Because of the camouflage that was so heavily used back then. So that way we get a better understanding of using it in this game. Metal Gear Solid 4. Guns of the Patriots. Now, I mean, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this, and I hope everybody watching this has a lot of fun with it as well. But, I'm going to be honest, this is going to get very serious very quickly. It's not going to have some confusion thing going on. It's not going to have some bullshit plot. Well, it's going to have plot twists, of course. That's what Metal Gear's famous for. But it is going to be absolutely intense. Yeah, Snake playing it safe, making sure it wasn't a it wasn't like rigged to blow or anything like that. Something my buddy John, who did a tour in Iraq, told me. Sometimes weapons will be laying about in a battlefield, and some of them will be rigged to blow up once you pick them up. I think that was also in a Full Metal Jacket as well. The where somebody picked up something and it was rigged to blow. Three days earlier. Right here is where I said I may have to do some splicing in if it doesn't show the mission briefing. I forgot if it does or not, but I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, we just saw this scene. Like father, like son. Look at the chopper.
Snake, we've got to go. You've got an old friend waiting for you.
Old friend?
Otacon. The test results.
Raise the brightness up a little bit.
Proteome analysis was positive, but the mRNA analysis turned up negative. The wrinkled skin, the hardened arteries. Your early aging symptoms look like classic Werner syndrome. But none of the tests were able to pinpoint the cause.
So?
Well, judging by how rapidly the aging has progressed, I'd say
A year at best, right?
Christ. Yeah, if he's got Werner syndrome, he's aging that quickly. Yeah, he's got no more than a year. But what do I know? I'm not a doctor.
Snake, let's try another doctor.
It won't make any difference. I'm not an ordinary man to begin with. Not to mention Fox die.
Laid out so many people over the years.
You're right. But we don't know where Naomi is.
Yeah, she didn't even make an appearance in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Naomi.
Hang on, I'll be right back, guys.
Snake!
Colonel. Good to see you.
Well,
At least this time we know he's
I'm
not
not
an
a
AI.
colonel anymore, Snake.
I figured the only place I'd see you dressed like that would be at your daughter's wedding. What are you doing these days?
I'm working for an organization under the UN Security Council. The Analysis and Assessment Staff of the PMC Oversight and Inspection Committee.
Yeah, I remember the resolution being passed a few years ago.
Yeah, it happened
Snake.
right after Arsenal Gear hit Manhattan.
Came across some information in my work. We found him
Oh?
in the Middle East.
What?
I'll explain along the way. We've got to stop him. Now. Before it's too late.
Liquid's made his move. We found him.
He's preparing to unleash his insurrection. Liquid is lying in wait in a Middle Eastern war zone. Track him down.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to splice that in, guys. I apologize. That's all right, though.
Only 2 eggs today? Solidus must have taken the day off. 7, 8, 9, 2, 5, 9, 0, 3, 6, 0, 3, 3, 0, 5, 3, 0, 5.
Finally, it's update. In case you haven't, if you're not subscribed, KSW, yeah, we're back to making it, guys. Make sure you subscribe to
The
Consumption
Manhattan
channel.
incident triggered a serious public backlash. Now the U.S. has to think twice before intervening militarily in other countries' affairs. This has fueled a push towards military privatization, with PMCs at the heart of that movement.
PMCs. Private military companies.
That's right. PMCs have no basis in nations or ideologies. They are private enterprises, driven by profit.
Sounds like,
in addition to dispatching mercenaries to
sounds like
war
military
zones,
sans
they secure
frontiers.
weapons and
Now
train
you're Peace
local
Walker?
soldiers. They're contractors for war itself, and business is good. Their clientele includes developed nations like the U.S., rebel factions looking to seize power by force, smaller countries lacking armies of their own, even terrorist groups. They're in the Americas, Asia, the South Pacific, Europe, Africa, the Middle East. The rise of the PMC has spawned a war by proxy, and it's spreading across the globe.
They're
Sonny, we'll eat them later, okay?
Those eggs look like garbage. By the way, that's Sunny.
Every age has
That
its
is Olga's
mercenary.
daughter.
These PMCs are nothing new. We've been dealing with them since before the
Yeah,
turn of the
Solid
century.
Snake and his company found
No,
them.
Snake. They're nothing like the mercenaries of the past.
they're ready.
Sorry, I'm a little busy right now.
The Pentagon's new battlefield control
Just like her
system
mother, too.
has produced a decisive difference between hired guns and the PMCs of today. The system was developed by Arms Tech Security.
Arms Tech? You mean AT Corp?
Yeah. In recent years, AT Corp has shifted focus from weapons development to security tools. And since the establishment of AT Security, business has been booming. The system makes it possible to integrate not only micro-level information on individual soldiers and units, but also macro-level information about field conditions and order of battle.
So they've finally achieved total real-time battlefield control.
That's right. And as a result, the global presence of PMCs has grown explosively.
So basically,
Through this, the
because
rise
the
of
whole
system-controlled
issue with
PMCs has led to a
Manhattan
dramatic decline in
incident,
civilian
with
casualties
Arsenal gear,
and human rights violations on the
PMCs have
battlefield.
completely boomed because of American funding.
Safer battlefield. Makes for nice propaganda.
Well, those eggs do look like shit, so... What the hell? Uh-oh.
Snake! You were smoking again, weren't you? This is a non-smoking flight!
She's got a speech impediment like I do.
There's more. State governments and rebel groups can't match the maintenance price of standing forces. PMCs, by comparison, are reliable, easy to use. It wasn't long before everybody had them on the payroll. And, as a result, regular armies began to decline worldwide.
So now everyone's in the mercenary business. Yeehaw, motherfucker.
It's hard to believe, I know, but PMCs are beginning to overtake conventional armies in terms of scale. Nowadays, it's the PMCs who serve as standard battalions. They already make up 60% of all combatant forces in zones of conflict.
60%?
The fact is, the world now depends largely on PMCs for waging its wars.
I thought it was the UN that authorized the PMCs in the first place.
The US abstained from voting on that resolution. In effect, Washington was endorsing PMCs without ever revealing its true intentions. Until they got wind of the uprising, that is.
The US has exported too much military power. And now, she's paying the price.
That's exactly it. America has now turned war into a form of economic activity. Analysts are calling it the war economy, in that it's picking up the slack for the downward-sloping oil market. But I, for one, don't intend to simply stand by and watch it happen. For the PMCs, market expansion entails fanning the flames of war. It means more refugees.
War orphans. Child soldiers.
Yes.
Like riding.
Even as PMC soldiers get more specialized, they're also getting younger.
Mercenaries spun off from state armies. Unmanned weapons. Child soldiers. Proxy battles in a new Cold War.
There are hundreds of PMCs in business worldwide, and their numbers are growing. Currently, 5 of them are big enough to be labeled global powers. 2 in the US, and 1 each in the UK, France, and Russia. Reconnaissance has revealed that those 5 PMCs are run by a dummy corporation that acts as a single mother company. This mother company embodies the 5 largest PMCs. Her name is Outer Heaven.
Outer Heaven? You mean?
That's right. It's Liquid.
Liquid?
He's taken command of this immense army and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
I watched him die.
His will lives on, in the body of the man once known as Ocelot. He aims to fan the flames of war even higher, to create the perfect world once envisioned by Big Boss.
The one world in which soldiers will always have a place.
He must be stopped, before it's too late. Do you understand, Snake? Any means necessary. Just stop Liquid's insurrection. Even if it means
killing him.
Should have done that to begin with.
You want Liquid dead. Isn't that right, Colonel?
I'm sorry. I know.
Y'all give my
This
buddy
isn't
DKF3A
justice.
some love. He needs some subs bad.
It's a covert assignment. A hired hit. A wet works op targeting the head of a major multinational corporation.
Why me?
Because of the military might of the PMCs and the effect they have on the economy. War is to the 21st century what oil was to the 20th. The pillar that supports the global economy.
And if it collapses...
You'll recall a rather alarming report issued by that American think tank during the Cold War.
Exactly.
One that described a new model for perpetual war. What we're facing now is a whole new ballgame.
Iron Mountain's Delphi technique.
That was fiction. It existed only on paper. The reality is far more serious. The global community is concerned, but they're all too afraid of the war economy collapsing to do anything about it. The UN, too.
Sounds pretty self-serving to me.
Hey. You know better.
Snake. This mission isn't an order from Washington. Not like the old days. And it's not something the UN can officially sanction either. But we can't just look the other way while Liquid plots this insurrection. If we fail to act, he'll become the greatest threat the world has ever faced. Snake. You're the only man I can trust.
Fine. Let's hear it.
Our intelligence on Liquid's uprising originally comes via reports from U.S. Special Forces, who were mobilized after we at the UN reported our findings. They're tracking Liquid's movements. About 18 hours ago, he was spotted in the Middle East.
There's a rebel army in the Middle East, made up of ethnic minorities, waging civil war against the regime in power.
Jeez.
The core of that regime's army is provided by one of the PMCs under Liquid's control.
You didn't like that.
What about
did
the
you?
rebels?
The local militias have hired small numbers of operators as trainers and field commanders. And of course, they've got help from the local PMCs.
Right. A proxy war between hired guns.
PMC versus PMC. A quagmire of war.
Never ending.
All too typical
beginning.
victims of the new world economy.
We're just caught in the middle of it is all.
Snake, you'll be sneaking into the conflict zone via transport truck, disguised as one of the rebel army's hired operators. Your first objective is to make contact with our informants, Rat Patrol Team 01. They'll be expecting you.
Rat Patrol, huh? They sound sneaky.
They're a special forces team assigned to the Army's PMC Investigation Unit, CID.
CID.
Criminal investigation.
Real
man.
rats of the army.
No. I can vouch for them personally.
Friends of yours.
You could say that. Transportation to the area will be provided under cover of a UN humanitarian aid mission, with support from the US military. From there on, though, you'll get no protection, and no guarantees from anyone. And you must not leave behind any evidence of your involvement in the area, let alone that of the UN. If word of this ever leaked out, it would spark a global firestorm. Snake. Will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid?
I'm not like the PMCs. I don't need your money.
Thank you.
But if you're going to spark something, spark this.
Smoke humor, I guess.
Fine. I'll start my own fire.
Splicing, ending now. Okay, so I am splicing it in. Nice, great. Who's messaging me? Praying mantis, sense of duty when the risk run high. Yeah.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
What's the situation?
I'm just inside the city limits. This place is crawling with lizards.
Ah, AT Corps' unmanned bipedal weapons. Officially designated Irving by the US military. They've spread like wildfire among the PMCs. There are more of those things now in service than tanks.
Jeez.
They've got tough armor plating and are highly agile to boot. Your best bet is to stay out of their sights.
Unmanned. Pretty soon they'll have put living, breathing soldiers out of work.
Even so, that's an awful lot of gecko for this scenario. Their numbers exceed the war price for that region. It must have something to do with Liquid's arrival on the scene.
You really think he's here?
You'll have to find the Army's operatives and ask them yourself. Oh, and Snake, I went ahead and used the Mark II to scout out the area before your arrival. You'll find it up ahead.
Mark II?
Mark II?
It's a remote mobile terminal. Sonny and I built it. The Mark II will provide you with a map of the area as well as any battle situation data. You should find it before you do anything else.
Okay, got it.
The rendezvous point is marked on your map. I'll be waiting for you there.
Got it. Alright. Alright. Octo camo. That's what Snake is wearing. As whatever I rub up against, check it out. I blend in. Nobody's gonna see me, for the most part. Need to fix something in the controls real quick. Extremely careful. I don't want to bust. I don't want to get busted. So I was trying to keep quiet as well. Remember, this is a sneaky mission, so.
Avoid unnecessary combat whenever possible. In this war, neither side is your enemy.
Shit.
There's no point whatsoever in you getting into a fight. Got it?
Arsenal compressed.
HQ. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Mark 17. Shit. Good about this game too is at a certain, if you sit perfectly still and blend in, you can start recovering some of your health. Good thing too, that beeping sounds really fucking annoying. Damn, Payne, you're only 5 minutes to the game and you're already fucking up royally. Well, 5 minutes to the game for me playing it. Oh my god. Anyway. Something else about this game too is you have to equip your items. You can't just pick them up. Ooh, I can start using this. Nope. Just like Metal Gear Solid 3. Whenever we pick up something, we have to equip it.
HQ, come in. This is HQ. All clear. Understood. The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
Your mom resumes the position. Actually, she assumes. Oh, you want to see something funny, guys? You want to see something real fucking funny? Not the most good. Hang on. What a way to blend in. Ah, you broke it! That's my mom's most favorite piece! You wouldn't be here if it wasn't. Oh, this place looks kind of shanty. Ooh. Regain. What is this for? Lightning in a black and yellow can. The only drink that keeps Snake going 24 hours a day. Quasi-medical 50 milliliter beverage. Dosage and administration 150 milliliter can once per day for persons ages 15 and over. Ideal and nutritious supplement. Is there any way? Never mind. Just forget it. We got cigarettes, and we have an iPod. Now you're probably wondering, what the fuck can we do with an iPod, Hunter P? Well, we can listen to old Metal Gear Solid music.
Huh? Who was that? We're under attack! It's the enemy! We're under attack!
HQ.
We're under attack.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Blend in a little better. There we go.
You been hit?
Made it. See how I was hitting pots and everything? Getting a little bit more realistic if you catch my drift.
It's me, Snake. Snake, it's me.
Otacon.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Snake. Allow me to introduce Metal Gear Mark II.
Right, we're building our own Metal Gears.
Gear.
That's right. Just like Rex.
I can definitely see the resemblance.
But this gear's not a weapon. It's a remote mobile terminal designed to provide you with operational support.
Where are you?
I'm in the Nomad. Where else? I'll be watching you through the Mark II.
Wish I was good with gadgets.
Hey, I'll be with you in spirit. Anyway, because you had to dress up as a militiaman, I had the Mark II bring you some goodies. Starting with this. Put it on your left eye.
Looks like an eye patch.
I call it the Solid Eye. It's an all-purpose goggle that displays radar images and other data in 3D. You can also switch it over to light-amplifying night vision.
Cool. We can always use this. Rena! Rena, I'm sorry, baby.
The rebels are out there.
It looks like they've got the government's PMC troops beat, at least in numbers.
And this is their home turf.
Snake, I know this is a sneaking mission, but you'll need to protect yourself.
Ooh. Suppressor. Rena, please. I know you're in heat, baby, but there's nothing I can do.
I installed a suppressor. And here's a tranquilizer gun.
She really needs to be fixed, guys, but I can't afford that right now. I gotta worry about Ninja getting fixed. So that way we don't have a bunch of little ninjas running around.
It predates the implementation of the system. By some miracle, it was never recycled. It's getting tough these days finding decent guns that aren't controlled.
Good. Like your average hand pistol.
You coming?
Of course. I'll follow you wherever you go. Like this. I'll activate stealth so it doesn't attract any attention. If you need it, just bring up the start button menu.
Got it.
Snake, the informants who said they saw liquid here should be a little further up. Head for the rendezvous point. I've placed a mark on the radar in the upper right corner of the Solid Eye. It's a war zone out there. Stay on your toes.
Got it. There you go, Rena. Just rest there, please. Alright, operator, Solid Eye, Metal Gear Mark II.
Snake, it's kind of a schlep, but I've sent you data on an alternate route. Follow the mark on your radar.
What the hell? Have ourselves some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Now, unfortunately, the reload tree I was constantly using in Metal Gear Solid 3 and previous Metal Gear, yeah, we can't do that. That sucks. Yeah, he's dead. Fuck this.
We can't spare any reinforcements. We'll have to make
Oh shit. That's a fucking tank. One. Then, Rena, please, hush. Hang on 1 second, y'all. All right, sorry about that. That should calm her down a little bit. Okay. Yep. Oh, there goes my suppressor. I'm on y'all's side.
Understood. You may proceed.
I thought I was on y'all's side, but I guess not.
It's pretty dark in there. Switch the solid eye to night vision mode.
I did not want to shoot you either, but I had to. Anything on you? Take it. Rations? That's please.
They need backup. Move out. On the double. Roger.
What's wrong?
Ooh, chickens. Rats. Oops, I forgot to hide the dead body. Ooh, instantaneous noodles. Or instant noodles.
Hey, they need reinforcements up top. You ready to roll? Yeah, I'm good. Great. Let's go. Right behind you. You hurt.
It'll be okay. It's not that bad. Just hang in there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt all that bad now, does it? You're a sick man, Peyton. Ooh, I probably Theme of Tara. Oh, y'all know that song. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Hands up.
This what you're looking for?
D's nuts. Haha, got him.
At the same time, it also makes it control over several UCAVs, increasing its air attack capability.
One of my men recovered what
I have the costume for
You're
rough.
capable of working together or acting
If
independently.
y'all know me,
My
easier
guess is
said than
building an
done.
aerial surveillance network.
Oh, I don't. Do I have a map? Yeah, I got a map. It's down there. If I'm there. God damn it! If I put on my camouflage, maybe that'll help me out some. There we go. Now that I'm disguised like one, that should help me out some.
What's going on? It's the enemy! Oh, it's you again.
Yeah, it's just me. See? See, I'm on y'all's side, dickheads.
What are you doing here?
Just me. Yeah, guys, chill. It's just me. Alright.
Damn it.
Didn't mean to run into you. Kind of in a hurry here. Got 45 minutes recorded. Holy shit. Including the like, okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Every episode is gonna be almost an hour long. Not that that's any different, but I mean, I'm just like this right here. This will be about another 10 minutes. Ah. I have you. What the fuck? It's a furless monkey. Feel better?
Pretty sweet, huh?
What the hell?
Oh, hold it. Watch where you pointing that thing.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. Voila.
You're not with the militia, and you're not PMC.
I'm a weapons wholesaler. All shapes, all sizes. But there's no need to worry, because all my shit's been laundered.
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 It's easy to do in a fucking
You see,
video game.
I take ID guns like the PMCs use and make some mods. Then you can use them without having to match IDs.
Really?
In other words, I'm a gun launderer. You can call me Drebin.
Drebin.
Cool.
Yeah, they use that for all of us.
There are more of you.
All over the world. Not that I ever met any of them personally. Me, I'm Drebin number 893.
Well, pleased to meet you, sir. Nice scar on the side of your
You
forehead.
ain't a registered PMC employee, are you?
Oh, I don't think.
You need a guy like me. Consider it a welcome gift. Take it.
M4?
The M4, the official carbine model used by the U.S. Army, developed from the M16 service rifle. This one's a top-of-the-line model, real popular with the big PMCs. High precision, not like that government-issue shit. It's, free-floating, of course. Relax, that barrel's clean.
Is the hider CQC compatible?
The beauty of this sucker is that it's got a lot of customizable parts. Change it up the way you want to meet your everyday needs.
Flip-up sight, rail system. Not bad.
Yeah, well, you know, I get a lot of noobs around here. And if you need them, I got a wide selection of aftermarket parts as well.
The frame's pretty rigid. No rattle.
Go ahead, give her a squeeze.
I can't pull the trigger.
Really? That's weird.
What's weird?
Wait, I got it. I bet you're using an older generation of nanomachines.
Older generation?
Sometimes they don't really jive with the new system.
Seriously, who are you?
Whoa. Slow down.
You really blame Snake for being this fucking paranoid? Because in all honesty, I can't either.
Oh, yeah. My day job's working at AT Security. I'm in charge of production control. So I get my hands on all the ID chips before they even register. Have a sip. It's a side of AT the public don't see. From the looks of it, you ain't with any state army. But you ain't exactly green, neither. You've got last-gen nanomachines. So I'm guessing former U.S. Army. I don't know what you're here for. But you want to be well-equipped, am I right? So, can we talk business or what?
Camouflage pants with
regret
a
it.
blazer top. Lord have mercy almighty. Yeah.
What's your take on Emoticon?
I don't particularly like the guy. But it looks like we'll need his help with those ID guns. Sonny's been doing a little sleuthing for us. Drebin, a well-known gun launderer in war economy circles. He's a businessman who deals mainly in selling black market firearms to small PMCs and local militia. Somalia, the Balkans, Lebanon, Darfur, Chechnya, Timor, Peru, the Punjab, Kashmir, Colombia. This guy really gets around.
Jesus.
How's he pull it off, anyway?
You can create a non-ID gun by replacing the ID recognition chip with a counterfeit version. This enables you to bypass the ID recognition process and use the
Sounds
gun.
like modding a game
The
system.
problem is that there's still a record of the chip being replaced on the system side. Drebin's an employee of AT Security. He must have connections on the inside erasing records for him.
You think the Patriots are involved somehow?
I'm not so sure. If the Patriots were running the system from behind the scenes, then a weasel like Drebin would be a real pain in their collective ass.
Yeah, it would.
Can he be trusted?
Remember, Drebin's a green collar. He makes his living off the war economy. He doesn't let emotions get in the way of business, and he never gets his own hands dirty. The only thing he trusts is money. I share your concern, but what if we keep him at arm's length? Use him only to get intel and the supplies we need. Keep it strictly business.
All right.
You know, that would be a neat idea to make sure kids don't, like, blow their
So,
heads off whenever they find a
We
gun
ready
in
to
their
make a
parents'
deal
bed.
or what? Okay then.
Also help against
Let's talk
robbers and all that
business.
other shit, but then again, it would be an
This
advantage
is
for
a war
robbers as well,
zone.
so...
There's product coming in here by the truckload. And you'll be picking up a lot of guns in the field, I'm sure. Whatever guns you don't need, I'll take and buy them off you. That'll earn you points you can cash in for services.
Like what?
I'll launder your ID guns, no more locks. And I can also sell you the guns I've got in stock. Let me show you.
What do you got? Shit, I forgot to get the RPG, I think. 'Cause I know you can get one down there. Whoa. Nice hardware. And a narc machine.
To ensure you can use non-ID guns, I'm gonna have to suppress the old nanomachines you got in you.
Let's hear it.
Otherwise, they'll interfere with the system. Here, stick yourself with this. It's full of suppressor nanomachines. Relax, it won't hurt. You're scared of needles or something?
Everything alright?
See? No sweat. Now you can use non-ID guns, no problem. Hey, be nice to our guest. Step outside.
Boo.
Where's your collar at? Alright.
There you see? No problem. From now on, when you pick up an ID gun that says lock, you just let me know. You name it, I can launder it. Of course, it'll cost you. The going rate depends on the war price at the time. Man, I gotta give this shit a rest.
Looks like you're doing pretty well for yourself.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
You might say that. What with the war economy and all, and the system clamping down on things. System codes are the law now, and control's essentially absolute, paving the way for fat profits if you're willing to bend the law. Demand keeps on growing thanks to the war economy. I sell ID guns to the PMCs and state armies, and naked guns to terrorist groups and paramilitary. And these ID guns can't be sold on the black market. System's practically a license for us arms dealers to print money. Privatizing the military's made the PMCs big and bloated. And the fatter the PMCs get, the line between civilian
Gotta
and
love a cat
soldier
and
is gonna
heat.
get real blurry. Sooner or later, the whole damn human race is gonna be green collars. More like we're all gonna be fighting proxy wars.
Everyone's gonna become a soldier eventually.
But hey, this war economy puts the food on my table. You're a green collar too, aren't you? Yeah, it's in your eyes. You've seen a lot of combat.
What makes you think you know me?
Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm the same way. I grew up here too. I got no interest in the outside world. All right then. If you need me, holla. We specialize in speedy service. Catch my drift?
Yeah. Instantaneous. So now that I have access to Drebin, all I have to do is open up the menu and go from there.
I have you.
Ooh. got a nice M4 with me. Snake started to do CQC as well. I didn't get the cutscene for it, but basically he explains that he hated his father, you know, for putting him through so much shit that he abandoned using CQC, but now he's got no choice but to bring it back because now it's all the rage. What's the VR mission shit at the whack?
I know what you're thinking, but Drebin does have a point. The world depends on war, on the war economy. Can you imagine what would happen if war just disappeared overnight?
Otacon, you and Drebin both mentioned something about a war price earlier. What did you mean by that?
It's a kind of market price, one that fluctuates according to demand, not only for PMCs and military industry, but for the production, distribution, and energy supply networks that support them. It's been growing by leaps and bounds, and investors are really starting to take notice. As the fighting in any given area becomes increasingly intense and prolonged, the war price goes up. No doubt Drebin's rates are linked to that war price. The longer and bloodier a battle becomes, the higher service prices are going to get.
So
to put it
this
another
awards
way,
you for being
the
stealthy.
quieter things are, the better the bargains. Snake, we'll use the Mark II to deal with Drebin from here on out. He's what you might call a street vendor. The Mark II can act as a kind of delivery boy, connect you with it. I'm adding a Drebin menu item to the Mark II's weapon menu.
All right.
Whenever you pick up multiple units of the same weapon, any extras will automatically be sold to Drebin. Any ammo that's inside gets added to your cache. In other words, you keep the ammo, and the weapon itself gets traded to Drebin for points.
I see.
You can then use the points you've earned to unlock ID guns or buy new weapons.
Sounds good.
We should assume Drebin has other agents collecting guns for him besides you, Snake. You know, freelance green collars who collect weapons in exchange for services?
Guess I'll have to rely on him for now.
Okay. Now go meet up with our informants, Rat Patrol.
All right. Ooh, 20% off. Perfect day. It's a perfect day for capitalism. We only got 3,700 DP though. DP. Why do they make it that name? I don't know. You know, submachine gun, rifles. Oh, damn, that's an old school shotgun. Well, there's a rocket launcher if I need that. Nah, not those. Playboy. Yes, you can buy Playboy in this game. Anesthesia if I want to... Yeah. In European Extreme Mode or the Boss Extreme Mode, if I want I'd be in big trouble because you cannot buy anesthesia bullets in the shop. Buy some bullets for now. You're welcome. Alright.
Snake, hurry and get to the rendezvous point with our informants. First, you'll have to get to the other side of that collapsed building. The only way across is straight through.
This may sound kind of cruel, but when people die, you can lose their shit.
Yeah, I can see him.
Perfect. Pick him off from here.
We've been spotted! Damn it! Return fire! Ah!
Bye, guys! What the hell? It's not letting me shoot him. Oh, there we go. Well, he's dead. How about him? Got some rations. I'm okay. Oh, we got 3 cats all meowing. Only one of them's got the cute one. Down I go. Message to me. Yeah, it sounds like me. Maybe it is me. Am I in this game? Did they finally put me in this game?
Who's there?
Go away! I'm not done
No,
yet!
that's not me. That's not the voice. Ah!
Stop! Stop right there!
No!
Get back here!
I hope that doesn't get me into too much trouble with YouTube. The cardboard box is ripped up, but what about this thing? I don't see no shit stains. Managed to be a little more effective. Alright. Alright. Damn, we're already recording for over an hour and I still gotta splice that one scene in.
Okay, Snake. Hurry to the rendezvous point. Your radar is marked with which way to go.
That blend in with the local PMC.
Back me up!
Hey, let's have some fun. Fire in the hole! Boom! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
It's a striker. The PMCs have sent reinforcements. Now their defensive line is a lot thicker. It's gonna be tougher to break through. That striker will be shooting at you, too. Stay on your toes. It might be best to avoid that area altogether if you can.
I was gonna shoot him, but man. Now these guys, you want to say, even if you miss the armor. Oh, I thought they're supposed to be hostages. If you save them, they'll help you out a lot. I think that's an act 2. is hard, guys. Of course, I'm playing on. Why did I think I'd get beat this on Big Buck? But I haven't done it in so long. It's probably not the wisest of ideas. But that's what I get, I guess. See, there it is. There's my disguise for if I want to be Assassin's Creed.
We can't spare any reinforcements. You'll have to make do.
Yep, you're dead. Groove back, bitches. I'm ready to kill. It's the Melvin Show, starting me. I'm Melvin. It's the Melvin Show. And I met it all. Oh, fuck. Ration. Thank you.
Understood. Regroup and engage.
Ow! I died. I didn't die. They died. Stupid hippie. Ow, you fucker!
Understood. Regroup and engage.
I got high stress levels. That'd be concerned. Oh shit!
Snake! PMC airstrike!
Not good. Oh, I know how to fix this motherfucker. Hang on. Let's see, Drebin's job. I don't know. Never mind. I can't afford it. Oh. Alright guys, I gotta take a break. Alright, this got intense, and it got intense quick, and I'm almost certain this episode's gonna be like an hour and 30 minutes long once I splice in everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save. No longer have to call Otacon to save the damn game at least.
On your knees for the King of Kings. There is only one.